You didn't ask to run. And yet here you are, measuring your breath against strangers, feeling the sting of their footsteps pounding farther ahead while you stumble in place. At first, you didn't even realize it was a race. You were handed a number before you could walk, pointed toward the track, told this was life. Study harder, work faster, achieve sooner. You thought it was normal because everyone else was running too. You thought exhaustion was just part of being alive. But then you noticed the distance. They were getting jobs while you were still searching. They were buying houses while you were still renting. They were holding children while you were still trying to hold yourself together. Every milestone became a checkpoint, and with each one you missed, the gap widened. You told yourself to run harder, to catch up, to ignore the burn in your lungs. Still, you stayed behind. That's when the shame began, because the race is not just about speed. It is about visibility. The world does not cheer the ones who stumble. It does not praise the ones gasping at the back. It claps for the ones in front, and you, still lagging, feel the silence pressing like a stone against your chest. You start to believe the whispers, that you are failing, that you are late, that you are less. You carry the weight of comparison like shackles, dragging them mile after mile until the race is no longer about running at all. It is about survival. And survival is a lonely sport. You laugh less. You sleep poorly. You scroll through their victories and count your own absences. You measure your worth in metrics you never agreed to, and every number comes up short. You tell yourself you will feel better once you catch up. But better never arrives because the finish line keeps moving. That is the cruelty of this race. There is no end. No matter how far you run, there will always be someone ahead. Always another milestone, another achievement, another reminder that you are not enough. And so you run until your legs give out, until your chest tightens, until you forget why you started at all. But here is the truth you were never told. The race is not real. It was built for you, designed by voices that wanted you measured, obedient, exhausted. They told you success had a shape, and you believed them. They told you time had a schedule, and you obeyed it. They told you happiness lived at the finish line, and you ran toward it until your lungs bled. But the finish line was always a mirage. The race was never about living. It was about control, about keeping you chasing, striving, proving. And in the chase, you forgot what it felt like to walk at your own pace, to breathe without competition, to live without comparison. Look around. There are no fences on this track. The race only continues if you keep running. You can step off. You can stop. You can choose not to measure your life in borrowed milestones. Yes, they will call you reckless. They will call you lazy. They will call you lost. But they will not understand that stepping off the track is not losing, it is leaving. And when you leave, something strange happens. The silence that once felt like shame begins to soften. The air fills your lungs again. The ground beneath your feet no longer demands speed. It only asks you to stand, to see, to live. You will realize then that you were never behind. You were never late. You were only running someone else's race. And the moment you step away, the exhaustion lifts, the milestones crumble, the noise fades, and all that remains is the truth you've been chasing all along. Life is not a race. It is yours, and it begins the moment you stop running.